I am Mrs. Landge SS, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering. In this video, we are studying different line supports. Line supports are used for supporting the overhead lines or wires in a power system. Generally, these are called as poles or towers. The line support keep proper spacing between the conductors and maintains the conductor at a prescribed distance from its ground part. It also maintains the specified ground clearance. These clearances are decided by the electrical and mechanical consideration. Now, what are the properties of these line supports? The line supports should have high mechanical strength to withstand the weight of a conductor and wind loads. It should be light in weight without the loss of mechanical strength. It should be cheap in cost and economical to maintain. It should have longer life and easily accessibility of a conductor for maintenance. Types of line supports. There are different types of line supports like wooden poles, steel poles, RCC poles, steel towers. The choice of the supporting structure for a particular case depends upon the line span, cross-sectional area of a conductor, line voltage, cost and local conditions. Now let us study these line supports in detail. First one is wooden pole. Wooden pole is made up of seasoned wood like sal or cheer, and these are suitable for lines of moderate cross-sectional area and relatively shorter span up to 50 meter. These are cheap, easily available, provide insulating properties and hence widely used for distribution purpose in rural areas. These poles generally have a tendency to decompose below ground level, causing foundation failure. To prevent this, portion of the pole below ground level is impregnated with preservative compounds like creosote oil. These poles are having smaller life. Generally, these are having 20 to 25 years life. These cannot be used for voltage higher than 22 kV. They are having less mechanical strength and it requires periodic inspection. Now, these pole structures are available in A or H type and are often used to obtain higher transverse strength than could be economically provided by means of a single pole. Next one is steel poles. Steel poles are used as a substitute for wooden pole. It is having greater mechanical strength and longer life. Steel poles are used for longer span. These are used for distribution purpose in cities. Steel poles need to be galvanized or painted to increase the life. Next one is RCC pole, reinforced concrete poles. Reinforced concrete poles are having greater mechanical strength, longer life and permit longer span than steel poles. They require little maintenance and have good insulating properties. Generally, they are used to give a good outlook. The holes are provided in these poles and these holes facilitate the climbing of poles. Also, this will reduce the weight of the line support. Now, RCC poles are having a drawback as the transportation cost of these poles is very high, as these are very heavy, and generally to overcome this drawback, these poles are manufactured at the site. Next one is steel towers. Wooden, steel and RCC poles are used for 11 kV distribution system. But for the higher voltage rating, generally steel towers are preferred. Steel towers are used for long distance transmission at higher voltage. The steel towers are having greater mechanical strength, longer life, and they can withstand most severe climatic conditions. They can be used for longer spans. The risk of interrupted service due to broken or punctured insulation is considerably reduced owing to longer span. Tower footings are usually grounded by driving rods into the earth, and it will help in minimizing the lightning troubles such as the lightning strokes taking place on the towers. So these can be directly grounded, and it will avoid the damages of the other material connected to the or other equipments connected to the tower. So this is all about the different supporting structures used in power system. Thank you.